Welcome to Already One. Our mission is to help you thrive.
Success is already ours through Christ.
Hello and welcome to Already One, guys, a Sports Friends podcast. I'm your host, the Wildcat, here with the Mad Dog. Mad Dog, welcome.
We got a great show today, Ben.
We do.
But not sports so much, huh?
It's not about sports, but he's a sports fan. So,
Yeah.
massive sports fan. He's got an England shirt he's going to be probably wearing today. But he's a musician. You are a musician as well. You love music, sport and music, two universal languages. So, yeah, tell us a little bit about this guy who we've got on today, Stephen Musa, JahSpeaks.
Well, I don't know. Other what you told me, it's JahSpeaks, but his real name or his birth name is Stephen Musa. He's an Afro-reggae dancehall artist blending conscious storytelling with African influences, inspiring hope and change. He recently released his new album, Big Deal. So I like to hear what he's saying about it. I listen to some of the songs. It's good stuff. You know, again, it's the Afro beats is kind of big in the world. So he's at the right time. He's at the right time of doing stuff.
Yeah, and he's based out in the north of Malawi, but he's basically been brought up in a place called Malanje, which is like a World Heritage Site, amazing mountain basically, and you can walk and it's beautiful. There's like plantations and everything from it. Malanje, Malawi, and he said he wants to go from Malanje to the world. And today we're going to try and tell his story. We're going to tell his story as he's gone through different trials, different things in his life, and how all of these things have helped him to be the artist who he is today. And we're going to hear about his new album, we're going to hear about his songs, his inspiration, and try to go a little bit deeper. We'll hear about his identity, we'll hear about his experiences, and we'll hear about what life's like in Malawi. And of course, in season 5, what we're going to do in season 5.
We're not gonna miss out because I have a fear of missing out. You know, I don't want to FOMO this. So I think you said something about FOMO. So you're gonna ask him about FOMO. Did he come up with that phrase, fear of missing out?
The original FOMO was in Malawi. I'm telling you, we're going to find out.
I got to hear about this. Yeah. I want to hear about this. But we want to thrive, and I'm sure JahSpeaks is going to share us on how he thrives in the music industry, not just in Malawi, but just globally as well, with the new digital age of recording a song today and getting it to the world.
Should we bring him in?
Let's bring him in.
All right, guys, please welcome to the podcast. The first time we've had a musician on the Already One podcast. It's JahSpeaks from Malawi. Stephen, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So wait, first question. You're on the Already One podcast. What does what's the meaning of Already One mean to you?
Actually, the Already One to me speaks about positivity. You know, I'm a believer. So as a believer, I do believe that in Christ we are already one. You know, success is already ours through Christ. So when I hear the word already one, that's what comes into my mind, like positivity. In Christ, success is already ours.
I like it. Yeah. Success is already ours, Ben.
There we go. Well, we're going to try and hear your story today, Stephen, to hear about all things about your music and things. And the first question is, for the listeners who don't know about you, obviously, you've got listeners in America, where Kyle is, in the UK, where I am, and across our Sports Friends fields in about 20 different countries, hopefully listening. They'd love to know, when did you fall in love with music? So tell us that story and tell us about the music and the genre of music that you make.
I fell in love with music when I was young. I used to sing other people's songs whenever maybe I'm at home, maybe I'm going to school. I used to memorize other people's songs. So, but to start recording, then I started recording in 2017. That's when I went to the studio to give it a try. So, for the first time, I just went to the studio to watch my friend doing the production side, the audio production. Then I was just there watching what he does in every day. So there was a day where an artist came to the studio and he recorded the first verse. So he couldn't record the chorus. So whilst I was sitting there, so he asked me if I can write a chorus, then I recorded. So I told him this will be my first time. I've never recorded any song ever. So he said, "Can you try, please?" So I wrote a chorus, then I also wrote a verse. After recording the song, the producer was like, "No, you're not telling us the truth." I think you've already recorded some other songs before. I said, no, this is my first time. So I could get the feedback that it was overwhelming. So that's when I realized that I can do it in 2017. Since then, after a week, I went to record my first track. So my fans liked the song. In fact, the song was already everywhere before it was released, because some people um, saw me when I was recording the first track. I think they were in love with the song, so they really liked the song. The song was everywhere when was working. I could see the feedback. So the time I was releasing the song, I sent my first track to a national radio, Malawi Broadcasting Corporation. So they played the song, and the feedback was overwhelming. That's when I started to do more music, to do more music from 2017.
And what genre is that then? So you obviously, we've put there Afro reggae, dancehall. Yeah, what genre would you say your music is now?
I'll take you. I'll take you back. Since 2017, I was into dancehall, real dancehall music, reggae and dancehall music. Like the first track was a reggae song. So a follow-up song was a dancehall song. So I was more into dancehall music since I was staying in Deza, Malawi. So in Deza, a lot of people were making, were doing dancehall music. So I fell in love with dancehall music. Since my childhood, my mother could listen to reggae songs of the likes of Lucky Dube, Alpha Blonde, Bob Marley. So I was into reggae and dance. But currently, I fuse. Sometimes I do reggae, dance, or Afro. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's great. I mean, I think being in the eastern part of Africa, having that kind of melting pot of different genres. I mean, and different artists. You said Lucky Dube, South Africa, Alpha Blondy from Cote d'Ivoire, and then of course Bob Marley from Jamaica. I think it's a good mix of a meld, and it comes across your music. I think Big Deal is out. If people want to check it out, I know it's on Spotify. I know it's on YouTube. What's the message you want to share through your music? I know you have some different songs on Rise Up. You're talking about different things. So what's the message you want to convey to your audience and people who don't know your music?
As I said that I fuse, I do reggae, dance, or Afro. So actually, I want to preach positivity. I want to preach sometimes love, love between a human being to a fellow human being, love between a person and between God and a person, to preach about gospel. So my message is more into positivity, to encourage people, encourage um, more people out there. You know, I've been loved before. I've been taken care of before. Like way back, there are people who have been helping me. So I think this is the right time to preach about love, to preach about care, and to spread the message of positivity to everyone out there.
Well, we love some of your music, and there's some great themes in there which people can listen to. Now, tell us a little bit about your upbringing then. So you mentioned your mum loving reggae. You grew up in FOMO, right? So FOMO, for those that don't know, FOMO is a buzzword that...
Fear of missing out.
That's it, fear of missing out. But this is something before FOMO, the original FOMO.
Oh, the original.
There you go. It stands for Friends of Malawi Orphans, okay?
Oh.
So yeah, there you go. The original FOMO. So that's where you grew up, Stephen.
Yeah.
So obviously your roots were there. Tell us about that organization. You've mentioned about some people who've supported you for a long time. Yeah, tell us about how that your early childhood kind of has formed you into the music and the musician you are today.
Yeah, Friends of Mulanje Orphans FOMO started taking care of me when I was young. The time I lost my mom in 2011, that's when I started going to one of the centers of Friends of Mulanje Orphans, because Friends of Mulanje Orphans has got 14 centers for orphans and vulnerable children in Mulanje. So I was lucky that I could go to one of the centers since I was in primary school. But by then I was in standard 7. So my grandmother took me to formal and they registered me. Everything started going well. Like we could go to the centers to have food in the afternoon after we knock off from school. Thereafter, we could do some activities there at the center. We were able to teach each other so many skills. Yeah, I think that's when I also developed more skills into music. And I also had a passion of becoming a journalist there because we had so many people who could share so many skills. So yeah, that's when I realized that I can do some other things. Yeah, so after primary school, I was selected to form an independent secondary school because they also built a secondary school. So I went there. I attended my form 1 up to form 4. Then from there, I went to. They have a driving school. They have a clinic there. They have everything that children can learn. After attending secondary school, they introduced me to IT school. From there, that's when I pursued my journalism career. So this is all because of FOMO. So on everyday routine, children go and attend the center in the afternoon after they knock off. They have food, they teach each other the skills they have, and so on and so forth.
Wonderful to hear, right, Carl? Just to hear, that environment there, being able to give him the skills and the safety, stability to be able to be creative, and then also to learn some things, which now helps him produce songs, helps him with IT, with music, and all sorts of things as well. So a wonderful example there of the original FOMO there, right, Carl? Original FOMO.
Well, I mean, it's interesting too because I think that impacts your life completely, right? I mean, you said you lost your mother.
Yeah.
That's devastating in and of itself, and you look at world differently, having different people help to provide guidance and leadership. Some probably do it wrong or bad. So now you've written several music pieces, several songs. Your Big Deal album came out. What was the inspiration behind that, and where can people find that music? What was the songs you have? How did you get the lyrics? How did you write that?
The album started when I was composing a big deal song, a track title. In 2022, that's when I composed that song. So what came into my mind was about because I also mentioned the FOMO in that track, that we started everything from FOMO to the world and doing so many things through ups and downs. So I think the main inspiration was about where I'm coming from. I just felt like I could write something that can tell where I'm coming from. So I was telling myself that I'll be the next big deal. In this whole music career or other career that I choose, other path that I choose, I'll be the next big deal. So that's the whole inspiration. Like I said, that FOMO has taken care of me from when I was young after I lost my mom. So FOMO has taught me so many things. Like I was able to have a driving license after everything. I was able to have a driver's license obtained from FOMO driving school. We were able to learn some tailoring skills. We were able to learn so many skills. Like those skills help me right now because I do so many things. So I just came up with the whole idea that I think I'm the next big deal. Whatever the path that I choose, but I'll be the next big deal. That's the whole inspiration about the album. So I load that track and we recorded the track. Then I decided, okay, what if I come up with a big project? From the first time, I wanted to have 4 songs that would be an extended playlist that contains 4 songs, but I decided to have 10 songs, at least to make an album. That's when I decided to have the whole album. In the album, I also featured a big dance artist in Malawi that I've been looking up to. So, you know, I was like, after him, I'll be the next big deal after him. So the whole thing was combined. Yeah, that's the inspiration from the album Big Deal.
Love it. I know you've got new music videos coming out. You've got Amen music video coming out soon, right? And the Big Deal music video will be out soon as well, right?
Actually, we have done in the album, I think 3 videos that are those that I've done have been released yet. Because I think in 2022, I also released a first track, Mama. I just had a visualizer for the song. Then I dropped track number 4. I also released the music video. Then recently, I've also dropped a music video from the album. So we have other projects coming, other music videos coming from the album, The Big Deal.
Awesome. Well, make sure, guys, you go on YouTube, type in JahSpeaks, find him on YouTube, subscribe, get him on
Spotify.
Spotify. That's it, Green Spotify. Get him on there. Now, we're in season 5 of the Audio One podcast. It's called Thrive. That's why we've got the green, not the green for Spotify, the green for thriving. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the music scene in Malawi.
Yeah.
What does it look like in Malawi? Tell us a bit about the music scene, and tell us about how do you think someone can thrive in the music scene in Malawi and maybe beyond as well. So what does that look like?
Music industry in Malawi sometimes it's a little bit hard because of the maybe tools, you know, materials that we can use maybe to make more music to reach more people out there. But people in Malawi are so talented, like super talented. I can give you an example that after I recorded the whole album, and the album was yet to be released, then that's when I got a full support from Kitted Charity. You know, if Kitted Charity wasn't there for me, then the album, I think I would face some challenges to release the album. But it was easier for me to release the album because Kitted Charity came in and supported me with the district account. The music videos that I'm putting up right now is the support from Kitty Charity because they saw me at FOMO. Derek Williams and Pamela and some other members from Kitty Charity visited FOMO, I think in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. They came and they saw everything. So I've been doing this whole music thing. That's when Kitty Charity came in to support. But if Kitty Charity wasn't there for me, I think it would be hard. That's what I'm saying, that in Malawi, people are so talented, like super talented, but the materials and some other things to support the music, that's what's really making the music not to go viral. But if people could get much support, I think the music would go everywhere, can go everywhere. People can listen to more Malawian music. So thriving from music industry from Malawi is a little bit hard because of the materials and the tools that we can use to go viral.
Well, we're hearing, you know, like you're saying again, people who are there to support you, you know, like FOMO, you mentioned Kit Aid and things. You've had people who are able to provide a platform for you to be able to grow and things, which is great. And that's actually a good message, that if you really truly want to thrive, often it takes other people to help you truly thrive, right? Especially in the Western world, we're very individualistic. And I think we can learn a lot to say, actually, look, to help one another thrive, we need each other. We need community. You need specific people. And it's great hearing about Derek Williams, great hearing about like someone like Thompson or even Mary and Keith from the beginning with FOMO who've helped you to thrive. So what do you think about long-term thriving then in Malawi? What do you think Malawi needs to thrive? What would be the secret to thriving in Malawi?
I think just producing good music, quality music, staying consistent. I think that's what can make, that's what can lead to a long-term thriving in music industry from Malawi. So I think just putting up more music, quality music, being consistent, that's what can really make an artist to remain in the game for a long time.
Yeah, and so even knowing that, like the situation in Malawi always changes, whether it's environmental with the rains and the flooding, or it's political, or even instability in the East African region, South Africa, Africa in general. But what's your hope for Malawi, the country, in the next 5 years, and how do you see yourself helping to promote sort of a positive message for Malawi and helping to advance what you think that your hope for Malawi is? So for the next 5 years, what's your goals and hope for Malawi and yourself?
Actually, things are now different, comparing from the way back that we could see other musicians could have many songs, good music, but maybe they couldn't get money from the music, from the performances. But right now, I think things are a little bit different because people are now able to get the bookings, are able to support themselves through music. So I think with this digital world, things are now easier to explore in the next 5 years. I can see, as I've already said, that I'll be the next big deal. Now people are able to support each other. Like maybe if they cannot help you through money, they can help you through the promotion, maybe in some other social media platforms. So in this digital world, I think that's the only tool that we can help so many artists to blow up. But I think if we can get more support, we'll be somewhere in the next 5 years.
Good stuff.
Next big deal. Here we go.
There you go. And we can do our part, right? We can follow you on all your platforms. You're on TikTok. You got a good following on there. You're on Instagram. You're on X now. You're on YouTube. Like I said, you're on Facebook as well. So we'll stick the links in the show as well, so people can follow you as well. But please do that as well. Now, last bit then. Obviously, we train coaches. That's what we do. That's our lane. You're, as I can see, England fan. You've got the England kit on. Tell us a little bit about advice to anyone listening. There might be a coach. It might just be a listener. What would your advice be to any one of our listeners who would like to thrive? Advice from JahSpeaks.
Advice from JahSpeaks right now. So I'll go in different angles. Firstly, I'll go to my fellow artists. Being as an artist is not easy. We face so many challenges to push our music. So I would encourage each one of us, my fellow artists, that we need to keep on pushing. We need to keep on producing good things, not just producing, but also maintaining to produce good things. By so doing, I think we can reach where we want to be. So the other advice would go to everyone else who do like football coaching, netball coaching, to everyone who do so many things. I think the main key is to keep on pushing, like to also remain consistent. Like as I already said, that consistency is another key that can help a person to rise. We are not supposed to just be doing things, but we need to focus. We need to know what we do. We need to know our goal. So by knowing our goal, I think we can reach somewhere. We can do so many things if we know our goal. So we keep on pushing. We go through highs and lows, but if we remain focused, that's the main key to success.
Remain focused, keep pushing, and consistency is key. That's so true. When you're consistent, people sometimes look at you and think, wow, that person's thriving. But you're just doing the basics, you're being consistent, and that is a really good way to finish, I think, around that as well. So, Steve, we're really excited to see people follow you and kind of hear a bit more about your story. Thanks for sharing a bit more today. Is it okay if we share a video now at the end of the episode? Can we show one of the music videos at the end? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'll be over the moon then. Yeah, I'm already happy right now. Thank you for hosting me. Yeah.
Great. Well, in Chichewa we say Zikomo Kwambiri. But yeah, follow Stephen JahSpeaks. And I'm looking forward to Ride or Die. That track's coming soon. So look out for Ride or Die as well. That's coming.
Yeah. I think it will come out with a music video. So yeah, we are looking forward to producing that music video. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming. I mean, embrace your story, knowing that God has put you and positioned you from the time you were born until today, and and keep going and keep praising him too. So that's great.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Zikomo kwa mbili
Thank you so
wene. Tiwa nana.
Nana.
There you go, my dog. JahSpeaks. What a story. I enjoy your story.
Loved it, man. I want to see the video now. I'm waiting for the video's coming, dude. So don't go away yet. For those of you who are listening only, they only get to hear the music, but for those watching, you get to experience something really cool. So yeah, it was good. Next big deal. You heard it here first, folks. Well, maybe not first, but maybe first for some people. So
first for some, sure. First, yeah. For me, I just love, you talk about thriving. You often can't thrive by yourself, right? He talked about, his roots, being a follower of Christ, but then also the people, the individual people and the organizations that have helped him to thrive, right? Especially in a place like Malawi, right? And so, yeah, I think that's a really good message around that to thrive, we need others, we need community, we need people to specifically help. And he mentioned some amazing people who's helped him try to thrive. So yeah, that was good. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, just being consistent. He kept saying to keep on pushing. I mean, thriving is not just jumping up and hyping yourself up, but it's being consistent in everything. And I think that came through in what he was saying. Next big thing, next big deal. And even just a message, a positive message. In the beginning, he said already one as a Christian, he's this, but his music may not all have Jesus in it or praise songs, but it reaches people. He's using his Christian life, what he's lived, the life he's lived. He's using a positive message to reach people who otherwise may not have stepped foot in the church. So it's a great opportunity to have this message go out and lead people. If people talk to him or read about him or listen to this podcast, they know he is a Christian and he's living for Jesus. So
there you go. And he talked about his experiences and stuff. His albums come from his experiences. And you've got a quote. Hey, we're bringing it back. Season 1 and 2 had this. Awesome anecdote. Here we go.
He's just reminding me, though. He was talking about his life when he lost his mother and going through all the things that FOMO. Experience is the best teacher, said by
Julius Caesar.
JC himself. Not Jesus Christ.
Different one.
Different JC.
Experience is the best teacher. And he sings from that place, right? So that's why there's that depth to music. I don't know if you listen to some rap and it's just like giggity, giggity, hibbity, hibbity, hobbity about music, sex, women, whatever. It's like, actually, this guy is talking about rising up. He's talking about like things which are bigger than just the, material things. So that's why I love his music and stuff. So yeah, give him a follow on YouTube, get him on Spotify, on Apple Music. Anyway, you can get music, he's there. And should we listen to one of his songs?
Let's do it.
Right out this brief, sasa ni mapanza ni kati nakufika mind balala moleze mapep za mafalanga on sama lendi mwesa announce mapep muvandalanda what's up mani kamuzo mulile ni kangoma mubazi zomboye kacheza ndine fana ujela kupita na bubeza yojela tik tak tabuila anita kupita tingo flexa tingo flexa Sili pompweche, timayanga na balidolola. Sili pompweche, timayanga na balidolola. My baby mpweche, tiko yanga na balidolola. My baby mpweche, tiko yanga na balidolola. Dolola, 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 tiko yanga na balidolola. Dolola, 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 dolola. Sonda kolula, delonde kona kumowa, wandiva agapokola. Iko
Every Tuesday, join our hosts and guests. Discover how you're already positioned to win. Embrace the